I'm not so surprised
Yep.
because while the NBA is taking steps and while players are taking steps to being more accepting in the workplace, it's still not widely accepted as a whole and to the level where each guy is going to feel like they can use their platform to speak up about it. Race issues affect a lot more people, and I think that there are players that are still trying to figure out where their stance is on the whole thing in the first place. So I expect more advocacy as time goes on, but I wasn't too surprised that there wasn't a huge NBA push at first.
Picks. So it looks like there was an announcement of the Blazers getting the 2017 first pick. You know more about this. I just was reading more about it.
So you can't trade a first-round pick 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
So in order for the Cavs to get Kyle Korver, they had to move their 2019 pick. But they also have already traded the 2018 pick to Portland. So they're swapping the first-year pick, so they kind of get by the rule in that way. So Blazers will get this year's pick, and then the Cavaliers will get next year's pick.
Sneaky like that.
Yeah, it's a little tiny loophole, but it works.
I understand why everybody's so upset because you're going to the team that just beat you. That is,
And you were up 3-1.
Okay, slow down, slow down. That's the only thing I'm willing to hear when it comes to, oh, he's doing a super team. You look at the Lakers, the Celtics throughout the years,
The Lakers
Rockets.
have always been a super team because they're the Lakers. It's different.
But when
It's
they
different
move,
when
when
it's
they move pieces around that are players to get high draft picks, that's still building a super team too. Don't make it seem like because they got Worthy and Magic through the draft that was just natural because they were. They didn't lose 12 games a year before that. They were good and they
Philly's
moved picks
trying to be
around.
a super team.
Okay, here's the thing
right
about
now.
Paul. I know. Paul Pierce. You know why you didn't leave, brother? Because you had the guys come to you.
Yeah.
And I understand that you're against guys making super teams, but when Ray Allen and KG came in 08 or 07, whatever it was, that was crazy. So everybody who knocks LeBron for doing it and all these other things, really just stuff it. I mean, it's the NBA. You want to go play on teams that are competitive. If you're a good player, go play with other players that are competitive. You have a better chance of winning. That's not science.
Soapbox season for Noah Kone. All right, I like it. All right.
If you look at any other situation where somebody goes into work and they're going to take 0.2% of their overall market share they're contributing, they're going to call it modern institutionalized slavery.
Yes.
They're going to flip tables and be upset about it. So I think, not to bash the NC2A too much, but I think it's time.
Bash them all you want, man.
We
got no ties. We're good.
It's beyond time. It's beyond time, and I think they've done a good job of creating this propaganda of getting player benefits as a moral issue.
Fair
So
point.
yes, they call it
Fair
cheating,
point.
and cheating is you breaking the rules, making it so they can't play. So people who rally around their schools get excited about that. But what does that really mean? A kid got an extra peanut butter sandwich. A coach paid for a ticket for his player to fly home for his mother's funeral. Those are improper benefits. That's a moral issue. That's ridiculous. I think it's time for players to get their proper share. The thing about the Pacers is they play small because they only play one forward or one center, but they're not really that small. Like, their guards are big.
Yes,
so
that's
it's a
true.
little deceptive, like how you match up with them sometimes. So you got to be careful. But I think when the Raptors switched up, it worked for that game. But I think they should continue to play with lineups and just trying to keep doing. I think Jonas is the answer, to be honest. So
Really?
yeah, I do. I mean, I don't see why he's had a double-double the whole series. It's got to start and end with him. He's the only thing that the Raptors have that Pacers don't. So I understand matching up when Paul George goes to the 4 because you want more athletic guys guarding him.
Yep.
But to go small, I don't know.
Because the transition was they were.
Shout out Portland, by the way, 503 Rose City, everybody
You're
back
from
home. Hello.
Portland,
That's right. I
correct?
got to say that real quick.
The homer.
503. But anyway, yeah, no, I
416.
that's great too. But 503 though, go Blazers. But anyway, yeah, no, they're doing well. I didn't have them pegged to be in the playoffs at all, but Neil Olshey did a great job. They got a lot of young talent, and Dame Lillard and CJ.
A lot of
are
young
cooking.
talent. Wait,
Portland has the third
Portland's a
best
7th seed. I think Washington's
dropped
10th now.
Yes,
But-
very true, very true.
But if Patrick Beverly makes 2 jump shots, then he and James Harden become number 3. That combination is like 40 points a game right there.
James Harden might be the best backcourt in the NBA.
Yeah, I was gonna say by himself.
Okay, we'll go to the Portland guy. How are they allowed? It's very rare that 2 ball-dominant guards excel with the numbers they're
It
getting.
works the same way. It works for the same reason why it works in Golden State. Both those guys can catch and shoot. So you can get off the ball and know that if you just be in the right spot, you can get a shot that works for you. You don't have to coax it as much, and that opens up the offense for everybody.